come from a very musical family. My dad was from North Carolina. He was a guitar player himself. He really enjoyed that old-time country music. Drove me crazy back when I first started listening to it, but eventually it kind of caught on for me. Mom worked in a record shop in Philadelphia, so every genre of music was in my home. About 15 years ago or so, I started writing songs and got myself affiliated with the Nashville Songwriters Association International. My affiliation with them taught me how to write commercially viable music. From there, I've done a considerable amount of recording as well. I'm affiliated with BMI, so I can say I'm a BMI recording artist.
Hi, I'm Matt McEwen, and I run Sound Mind Studios in Holly Hill, Florida. Over the last few years, it's been a real privilege to get to know Everette Stevens as an artist and as a singer-songwriter. He's got a great work ethic, and whenever he comes into the studio, he always brings a little bit of the islands with him. It's almost like the Bahamas or Key West comes to me when he comes into the studio. And over the last few years, we've had the privilege of working together also with some other artists and session players, some Nashville luminaries, people like Melissa Austin and Kitty Greenberg and Sam Tritico, Dennis Deering, people that have played on albums by folks like the Marshall Tucker Band or Kenny Chesney and Molly Hatchet. He's always prepared when he comes in, and he knows exactly where his music is going. And as an engineer, it's kind of exciting to work with an artist that knows who they are and has a really good vision of where they're going musically.
Playing live, that's where the magic happens. I've got a real knack for connecting with the audience, and whenever I go out to play live, I really enjoy what it is that I'm doing. I'm very comfortable with what it is that I'm doing. I've had a lot of work, and the more you do, the easier it seems to be. It makes the whole thing just really kind of gel, and interaction with the crowd is really kind of what sets the tone for my performances. What makes it really, really gel and really work.
One of the things I really like about Everette's music and playing with Everette is the choice of songs. He does the usual songs that people want to hear, the hits, the stuff that you expect to hear when you go out and hear live music. But he also has some really interesting, obscure, off the beaten path songs from the islands and places that he's been that he brings forward and puts his own arrangements to them. I like playing along with that kind of music and embellishing, and it's a lot of fun, and I have noticed that people really like that about our performances and when Everette plays out, that he's doing interesting music, not just the same old thing.
Got an opportunity to be in the audience of a Daytona Music Festival that happened last fall, where he really had an ability to shine and get the audience on his side. He really knows how to work a crowd well and is very good at getting an audience involved. So it's a pleasure to work with Everette, and he's going places, not only as a writer, but as a performer. And I think any place that would book him would be privileged to have him.
Well, the venues can expect some very happy guests. Typically when I show up, they need to bring in a little bit of extra staff because everybody's having such a good time. They wind up having a good time too.
Won't be returning, we've been touched by the sun.
My audiences can expect to leave their cares at the door. For the next few hours when I show up, they're going to be taken on a musical adventure all around the world. I play most every genre of music: reggae, trop rock, classical country, classic rock, acoustic rock, pop. They're going to hear it all. There's a little bit of something for everyone during my shows. They can leave their cares at the door.
We're all here 'cause we're not all there, and we're just watching the world, we're just watching the world go by.